Hello warriors, up and one for day, if not gets better. So in today's Tower Fantasy video, we'll be taking a review of Shiro. She's a physical zoner alongside being a card control type of character. She is an S tier in Shadow, but a B tier in Charge. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into the guide. Her ground attacks go like this. All attacks will stagger normal enemies and it will count as 10 since the base will come back to you. Her ground special or ground hold is scatter. After the second to fifth attack, you can split your base into 5 different pieces going to a certain distance and then it will fall off. You can spam this after the second attack to continuously do high damage, and this is the difference compared to normal attack and the ground special. Her air attacks go like this. It counts as 6 attacks just like the ground and it staggers normal enemies. Her only air special or air hold is air spin. After the first to third attack, you can create a hardened disc which will do high damage and travel at a distance and fall off. If it hits a normal enemy or a player without a shield, it will send them into the air, and for enemies with shields, it will do penetration damage. Her only dodge attack is raining. You send a special disc towards the enemy and it would not have any drop off. This can split into 3 discs alongside doing a stun effect for 0.5 seconds to normal enemies, resistant enemies and players. The stun effect will not work against bosses. Shiro's skill is Full Bloom, creating a 8-second domain that will summon a wall and spawn 5 discs which will bounce off the wall to do damage to the enemies. If you use your dodge attack and hit the target, the 3 split discs will be an additional disc to bounce off the walls to do more damage to the enemies, and this is the result of what you can do with the skill. The discs inside the skill would disappear over time, but if you continue using your dodge attack, it will refresh. Her discharge, Spirit of the Air, will create an area that will stun the enemies for the first second that it lands, and it will summon beams that will hit the target and stun them for a 10% chance for 1.5 seconds. The only targets it can stun is normal enemies, resistant enemies without a shield, and players. The maximum targets it can target is 3 inside of the zone. Shiro does have a stealth attack. Since Shiro is a physical weapon, you can make your target grievous for 7 seconds that will let them take 20% extra damage. Since I do have 4 stars on her, the first star will allow you to use her skill to get a 30% damage boost and shadow boost to an enemy that isn't weak to physical attacks. Her second star will increase your attack by 16%, but her third star will increase shadow by 15% and will reset all weapon skills if you break shield with Shiro. Her fourth star will increase your base health by 32%. With Shiro's trait, whenever you use a skill or discharge, you can increase your attack by 10% and physical attack by additional 7% for 8 seconds. This is a 16-second cooldown, but your upgraded trait will increase your attack by 16% and physical attack by additional 10%. Shiro's Matrix will increase your damage and shadow by 15 to 26% if your enemy's HP is more than 50%. If it's below 50%, your damage will be back to normal. For Shiro's combos, you want to use your ground special, air special and dodge attack most of the times for high damage output, since this is one of the most powerful attacks in games for this character. And for resistant enemies, this is where you will use your skill so you can do high damage to their health alongside with their shield. Shiro is very aggressive in PvP. Her dodge attack will stop the enemy from attacking alongside being a good anti-air tool whenever they're in the air so they can come back down to the ground. Her ground special will do high damage and her air special will do heavy damage to the shield. If you have a weapon like Claudia, you can basically use it as a resort to do heavy damage alongside quick attacks to catch up to the player. Shiro's skill will match the health, but I will most likely recommend it to use it at a certain amount of time so they will not expect it, or whenever you break the shield so they can be stunned inside the skill for much longer. If you use her air special while the shield is broken, you will be able to send them into the air and do multiple air attacks or heavy damage with a different weapon. What do you think of Shiro so far? Is she a very useful weapon when it comes to high damage? Do you not like range weapons? Let me know your thoughts down below. Leave a like as well if you do enjoy the video, and thank you for watching. This is your boy Frost. Stay frosty. Thank you for watching this Shiro review, and I am going dark.
Whole lot of pros, nigga be stuck my sweat.